Hello, everybody. Gerard Henry here, and I just wanted to connect with you for a moment while I feel inspired and is on my heart. I'm actually getting ready for a radio interview not long from now, and the whole question was, what's going on with you? What's happening with you these days? And a number of people really want to know, and some of you are aware, as we're connected through Facebook and other channels, that I'm launching, or really launched a virtual church called quickchurchglobal.net. And so if you haven't gone there, I want to encourage you to do that, get on our communications list, and start being a part of the experience. It's in its early phase, but it's a lot of fun, and it's only going to get better, and I appreciate all the comments and those of you who are already connected. Secondly, though, and this is what I'm really going to be talking about on the radio, many of you know I've written a book called Seductive Delusions, Exposing Lies About Sex, and I've been in that space for a while talking about sexual integrity, talking about relationships, and speaking at conferences and various events. And what I'm realizing is this. Books are amazing and they're wonderful, and some of you have a full library of books all about that subject, and particularly about relationships and dating in the Christian community, and you're still frustrated. Many single women are feeling the struggle of dealing with the issue of loneliness, getting in relationships to the disappointment that this guy's not who he said he was. So how do you find a quality Christian man? I mean, there are numerous questions and frustrations that particularly women that I've seen 35 and older are carrying. And so what I've done is I've put together a program. Actually, it's a 12-month relationship bootcamp called Every Relationship Begins With You. I also am doing a 90-day one-on-one relationship jumpstart program. Now, that's a private coaching. That's one-on-one. I will say it's kind of pricey because I only have a limited number of slots, and my time is valuable. So if I'm giving you that one-on-one, it's 12 weeks of private coaching with myself. I got to put a value on that. The group coaching is not as expensive. However, there is still a fee. Bottom line is this. You have to be in an environment where you are being coached, where you are being heard, where you're being challenged, where you're being stretched to become the person God's called you to be, so that you can discover the one God's called you to be with. Some of you are dealing with issues of depression, discouragement, and you're stuck. And really, some of it is distraction from the enemy. And I want to help you, and I'm going to tell you, coaching will actually do that. It will help you break through, and that's why the name of the program is Every Relationship Begins With You. So there are assessments that you will go through in the first several months. Now, if you're doing a private coaching, this will be accelerated. But in the first several months on the group coaching, you're also going to be dealing with your mindset. See, if you feel like there are no good men out there and you're carrying this frustration and there's never a release, there's never a dialogue to really help you gain some inner healing, quite frankly, guess what you're going to manifest? Guess what you're going to experience? And guess what you're going to attract? Poor quality men that continue to disappoint you. So some of it has to do with inner transformation, and then you will see outward results. It's not much different than a healthy diet, a healthy conversation. We'll talk about online dating as well, and how to avoid some of the traps, and even how to present yourself if that's a strategy that you're using. But what I want to do is this, because I could go on and on. I want to offer you a free 30-minute session with myself. Now, you can reach me in a few different ways. You can private message me on Facebook. You can hit me on Twitter. You also can go to quickchurchglobal.net. You can email me there, and we'll schedule that. Now, I'm only going to be making this available for probably no more than 2 weeks. Okay, so and slots are limited because, again, I want to offer the best. And the group coaching, even with the group coaching, I'm capping it at a specific number because there will be some things that you will still get one-to-one. It's not going to be the same level as the private coaching, but it's necessary for you to break through, to experience all that really God has for you. There are advantages in your season of singleness, and there are things that are really critical for you to develop to have a fruitful and blessed marriage. As you know, many marriages are struggling. As you know, divorce is too high, quite frankly, and in the church, in the Christian community, all right, at large. And so there are reasons, because there's things that weren't focused on or emphasized in being a single that's brought into the marriage. Now, let's say you're in a relationship and you're about to get married. This also could be very beneficial for you. Because if you understand what you're bringing into a relationship or a marriage and you can communicate that as well as the other individual, it makes the journey a lot easier. Because nobody's bringing a perfect score to the relationship. Let's keep it real, right? But understanding yourself, that's the last thing I say. Some of y'all are so overwhelmed with the demands of life, you haven't spent time on you. This program keeps you accountable to spending that time on investing in your own personal development, your own personal well-being, which is critical. Because guess what? When you're at your best, everybody wins. And I want to help you with that. Now, I was a little long-winded, but look, hit me, private message me. If you want to schedule a free 30-minute introductory session, we'll get into some things for you specifically. And if you want to enroll, so be it. If not, walk away with some good content and information that hopefully will be a blessing to you. I look forward to hearing from you. Get on my calendar before it's too late. Take care.